Good morning, children. In probability, in the last class I explained and I gave you questions to be worked out up till 15.1 exercise. I hope you must have done it. Now you have to just check whether you have worked it out properly or not. First two questions I have already explained last time. So we'll read up the third question. It says that refer to example 5 of section 14.4. 14.4 is chapter 14, statistics. In that, section 14.4, if you go through, see, it is a graph. The fifth question is on a graph, correct? And in the graph, they have shown you that 40 students were, the data of 40 students' birth date is tabularized in the graph form. So this is the question. Now, from this graph, what are you supposed to read is, let us again go back to the probability. It is said that find the probability that the student was born in August month. So again, if you refer to the question over here, in the month of August, can you see? In the month of August, you find that this is the pillar. It will correspond to 6, which means there are 6 students who were born out of 40. So if you are supposed to work out the sum, it will be worked out in this manner. Total number of students 40. Students born in August 6. So probability will be 6 by 40. Reduced form is 3 by 20. Got the sum? Okay. Now the next question which we have is number 4th, in which there are 3 coins which are tossed simultaneously 200 times. Okay, and this is the data which they have tabularized. Question asked is, if 3 coins are tossed again, compute probability for 2 heads coming up. Now for 2 heads, what is the corresponding value given? 72. How many times did you toss it totally? 200 times. So the sum would be worked out as total trial 200, appearance of 2 heads is 72 times. So probability will be 72 by 200 is reduced form 9 by 25. Got it? Okay. Now we move on to the 5th question. The 5th question says that 2400 families have been surveyed of their income level and the number of vehicles in the family. And this is the table which is given to you. Okay. What are you supposed to compute is, first probability to be calculated. First question which is given to you is the number of, here. First question is those who are earning 10,000 to 13,000 of income and having exactly 2 vehicles. So 10,000 to 13,000 is this column. And 2 vehicles is here, 29. Did you get it? Corresponding to is 29. And total number of families, what was the question given to you? 2,400 families. Previous page, the question is given. Am I right? See, selected 2,400 families. So, vehicles are 29 in the category of 10,000 to 13,000 and total number of families 2,400. So, the sum would be worked out in this manner. The probability will be, for the first question, will be 29 upon 24 and it cannot be reduced. Got it? Second question, earning 16,000 or more. Now 16,000 or more means the last line. And how many vehicles? 1 vehicle. Exactly 1 vehicle means this line, this column. 16,000 or more, and this column, how much, what is the number of vehicles? 579 out of 2,400. Got that point? Third one will be earning less than 7,000 per month. Less than 7,000 is the first line, first row. And does not own any vehicle means the first one, 10. So you'll have 10 upon 24 and 10 upon 2400 is 1 by 240. Last one is 13,000 to 16,000 per month. That is the second last column, row. And how many vehicles? More than 2. More than 2 means last one, 25. So 25 upon 2400. So this is how the complete sum will be tabularized. First one 29 upon 2400. Second one 579 upon 2400. Third one can be reduced, it will become 1 by 240. And fourth one also can be reduced, so it will become 1 by 96 finally. Got the sum, fifth one? Okay. Now we move on to the 6th question. What is the 6th question telling you? Again, refer a table. Now this time which table are you supposed to refer? 14.7 table in 14th exercise. So 14.7 table would be here. This is 14.7 table. What is this table about? The table is giving you an idea about the marks which has been scored by the students. How many students are there? The number of students are total 90 here. See, in the table it is given to 90 students. Okay. Now what is the question which we are supposed to solve? The question says that find the probability that the student is scoring less than 20% in maths test. Less than 20% means you have to look into the first column, first row. Did you get it? How many students have been given? 7. So how will you work out? Here. Total number of students 90. Students scoring less than 20 marks is 7. So the probability will be 7 by 90. You cannot reduce it. Am I right? Okay. The next question in that same part is find the probability that the student scores 60 or above. Now 60 or above means the 60 to 17, 50 students are there. 70 and above 8 students are there. So total 15 and 8 will be 23 students are scored above 60. Got it? So the sum would be students scoring 60 and above will be 15 plus 8, 23. Total number was 90. So probability will be 23 by 90. Calculation clear? Okay. Now today we will continue. So this was your homework part which I discussed. Now today I will finish up the remaining portion of the chapter. Remaining sums I will discuss it out. So you will have to complete it in your notebook. 7th question says that you are taking the opinion of the students about the subject statistics. And in that survey, they have got a opinion that there are 135 who is liking the subject and 65 are disliking. Probability to be calculated is about the students who like statistics. How many students have been totally surveyed? So for that, what should you do? Add up these two values. 135 and 65 we added to come to 200. So total number of students 200, liking the subject 135, disliking 65. So probability for liking would be 135 by 200, that is reduced to 27 upon 40, and disliking would be 65 by 200, that comes to 13 by 40. Clear? Okay. Now we move into 8th sum. For the 8th sum, again what they are asking you? 14.2 exercise, question number 2 you have to look into. Now where is that 14.2 exercise? Let us see. See, this is 14.2 exercise number 2. What is the second question telling you about? Distance in kilometer of 40 engineers from their residence to their workplace. Which means, how do you read this question, you know? One of the engineer is staying 5 km away from the workplace, second is staying 3 km away, 10 km away, 20 km away, like that. 40 engineers have been interviewed and their distance from their workplace is given. Okay? Now our question to be found is, first one, probability that the engineer is living less than 7 km from the workplace. Less than 7 km from the workplace if you want to calculate. Less than 7 km means, what should you do, you know? In that table, see, 5 km, 3 km, 7 you cannot take because less than 7, 2 km. So out of this complete data, you have to count how many numbers are less than 7. You will find that it is 9 times. You may count and check it out. See, I am holding it. You can count how many times, how many distances are less than 7. So it is 9 times. So that is one number which you should keep in mind. 9 times. Clear? Second part of the question requires another calculation. More than or equal to 7 from the workplace. So now remember, how many times did I tell you is less than 7? 9 times. And what is the total number of engineers interviewed? 40. So if you subtract 9 from 40, 31 digits are such which is 7 or greater than 7. Am I right? So for the second question, that is more than or equal to 7 km from workplace, the number which is required will be 31. Third one is within half kilometer from the workplace. Now within half kilometer from the workplace means, is there any number which is 0 point something given? No. The minimum distance from the workplace is given to you 2. 2 से कम कोई भी नहीं है. That means within half kilometer nobody is staying. So the number would be 0. So if you want to work out the sum completely, the sum would look like this. Total number of engineers 40. For the first case, less than 7 kilometer, I told you 9 engineers were there. So 9 upon 40, you cannot reduce it. Second situation, more than or equal to 7 kilometer, there are 31 of them, because I told you out of 40, if 9 are staying less than 7 kilometer, remaining 31 are staying more than or equal to 7 kilometer. So 31 upon 40, again you can't reduce it. Third, within half kilometer, okay, it is to be read as within, not with. Okay, so within half kilometer, there are none. So 0. So it will be 0 upon 40 will give you 0. So did you understand that 8th sum? Clear? This is how you work out the 8th sum. Okay. Now we move on to the 9th and the 10th are activities which is to be carried out. That is not necessary to be done. So we omit it. Now the 11th one. What is the 11th one telling you? There are 11 bags of wheat flour which is marked 5 kilogram. These are the weights of the wheat flour. Means wheat ka bag, gauna gun. In that the weight is written. First one is 4.97, second one is 5.08, like that all the weights are given to you. You have to calculate the probability that these bags are containing more than 5 kilogram of flour. So in what case is more than 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 cases are such where you have more than 5 kilograms of weight in the bag. So if you want to compute probability, total number of bags are 11 and hence the sum will be worked out as total bags 11, more than 5 kilograms 7. So probability will be 7 by 11. Clear? Now we move on to the 12th question. For the 12th question, again you will have to take up the previous exercise, that is 14.2 exercise you have to take. What is the 14.2 exercise giving you? Question number is 5th. 5th is a study is carried out on the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air. And this is the table. The sulfur dioxide content in the air has been tabularized over here. Okay, that means in a city, the first day it is 0.03% of sulfur in the atmosphere, second time it is 0.08 and so on. For 30 days they have surveyed and they have got this data about the level of sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere. So total number of days are 30. Now out of that, the question which is given to be computed is, find the probability of the concentration of sulfur dioxide between 0.1 to 0.16 on any of these days. So you have to find out of this table you have to calculate how many times is it from 0.12 to 0.16. So how will you calculate it, children? See, you will have to calculate it in this manner. You will have to find out 0.12 to 0.16. So see, this is one time, clear? Then second time, then you have third time, like that you have to calculate how many times it is. But it is from 0.12 to 0.16 means 0.16 and 0.12 will not be considered. Between means these two values will not come. So in between them you have 0.13 one time and then where is the other one given to you? 0.13. Between 0.12 and 0.16 they are telling you, isn't it? So you have once and one more time. So only one time it is occurring. Am I right in this complete data? Can you see anything less than 0.16? No. So therefore it would be 1 by 30. Is that point clear? Number of times it is occurring is 1. So it will be 1 by 30. Did you get it? Next one you are having is the last sum which you have in the exercises. Again 14.2. This time it is question number 1. And what are you supposed to calculate? Read the question. Use this table to determine the probability that a student belongs to AB blood group. What is the question first of all? 14.2, question number 1. Here, this is the question. Blood group of 30 students have been interviewed, means they have found out. And these are the blood groups of the students. One child is having A group, second is having B group, then the third is having O group, and so on. So this is in all 30 students blood group. Out of that AB blood groups you have to calculate. So how many times it is? 1, 2, 3 times AB is coming. So out of total 30 students, 3 students are having AB blood group. So if you want to calculate the probability, it would be total number of students 30, number of students having blood group AB is 3. So probability of that will be 3 by 30 is 1 by 10. So with that, the exercise is over as well as the chapter is also over. I hope you have understood the chapter very well. See to it that all this work is to be done in your classwork book or one and only one notebook I told you to make, 200 pages. So please attempt all these questions and keep revising. So next class we will start with a new chapter. Thank you.